y'all, it's your girl Key. So this reading that I'm posting for the full moon, I did during the full moon, and I got called to not to post it during the time. I got told to wait, and I got the clarity yesterday to post this reading, so I edited it, and it's gonna come after this little thing. But I want a lot of y'all to know this full moon in Scorpio was bringing up a lot of things that have happened behind the scenes that a lot of us are like had hints about, had intuitive messages about, but just didn't have the physical proof. Now everything is getting exposed. A lot of you, this is actually exposing a lot of the karmic feminine energy in the collective in regards to masculine energy. A lot of men right now are being attacked by distorted feminine energy, and it's being exposed to them for a reason, because the masculine energy is going through a major awakening. A lot of masculine energy are healing, are addressing their wounds, and learning to speak up for themselves and set boundaries with people. So the reason why this is coming up in a lot of y'all's energy is because it started because of you. You have awoken people around you to their true selves. And because you have done that, they use your energy as admiration and inspiration, but it's also triggering the people around them because you have helped this person grow. So take what resonates in this reading. If it doesn't resonate, it's okay. But a lot of you, has to do with people connected to you because of what you have shown them. So I hope this reading resonated. Thank you guys for paying attention. But other than that, hey y'all, it's your girl Key. Thank you for kicking with me. This is going to be a quick collective message, basically kind of what you need to know right now. Alright, so we are going to go over our energy, an astrology message, astrology shifting for y'all, or affecting y'all. Alright, so you do have justice, the balance card, Libra here. So there is some type of justice happening, some type of karma being balanced out. We are having a full moon in Scorpio today, so there could be a lot of secrets being revealed. And also, Mars is in Leo, and I think Mercury is also in Leo. So, people are standing with the chest, okay? So, let's see. What's the collective energy? Okay, so there. Alright, so you got two. Neptune is sacrificing your destiny. Alright, this all has to do with your image, okay? There's something about you that has to physically change, and some of you it's more subconscious than anything. There's something about you subconsciously that is being forced to change, okay? With Neptune here, sacrifice in your destiny, which is like the Nine of Wands in this card. Basically, it's like you are the wounded warrior. The black sheep is like you have to go through certain lessons and karmic cycles to get what you want, okay? But it's all because you have to learn certain things. You're here to break generational curses, and you don't realize there's certain things about yourself that you have to sacrifice with Neptune here, okay? And a lot of you, this also has to make also could be about you having to make certain sacrifices on the way you're spending. This could be your diet, things that you also giving a lot of your energy to, because Neptune has to do with dream state illusions. But with the first house here, the body here, it's telling me that this has to do with something physically, okay? This has to do with your image. This has to do with the way you put yourself out there, the way you carry yourself. This could also be your physical, emotional, and spiritual health. There is some type of sacrifice you're going to have to make. And this is part of a lesson that you're having to go through with the Nine of Wands. So it's like you're going through some type of trial and error right now, where you're learning about yourself. You're starting to see how you subconsciously, some of you, this could be, you are starting to see subconsciously how the way you perceive things or the way you logically think about things is blocking you from that emotional healing. Others of you, you're probably starting to see how your emotional standpoint, your emotional state is off balance, and it causes you to make impulsive decisions, or it causes you to feel blocked, or it causes you to feel stuck and stagnant. But this is also telling me a lot of you also are in this energy where you are manifesting, okay? You are in this state of manifestation where you're being told your dreams are going to become into a reality. So you guys can be seeing 7s, 10 is important. Yeah, 2 10s here. So there is a cycle closing out. So there's some type of karmic lesson that you were learning during this time that is you're closing out, or you could be going through it right now, where you're in the process of closing out this karmic cycle. And it's going to give you some reward of rebirthing yourself. There's some type of tower moment that's happening and you feel this tower moment coming. And I feel like a lot of you, this tower moment isn't bad. This is with the Grand Cross here, is telling me there's something good coming towards you. This could be fortune, this could be a relationship, but there's something good that's coming towards you because you have made some type of sacrifice when it comes due to this change. Yeah, with the Seven of Cups here, okay? A lot of you could be in this energy of confusion, but it's also telling me you're in this energy where you're picking up secret enemies. And it's funny I said secret enemies because I was picking up earlier in the collective. I wanted to do this message. I am going to do a reading on it, but a lot of us in the collective have people stalking us. We have a lot of people in our energy trying to figure out what we're doing, what and who we with, how we getting things that we're getting. And a lot of you, these are people that have done you wrong in the past. These are people who have sent out spell work or just done things to try to deteriorate you from off your past because they're jealous. So I will do a reading on that. But a lot of you don't realize the more you elevate, the more you attract, hidden enemies. But these hidden enemies are here to elevate you. They're here to push you to your level. And a lot of you don't realize, you know, the Bible verses, I'm going to use your enemies as your footstool. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for a lot of you. That's a lot. I just had a random brain fart. So let's see what's going on with the collective spirit. How much does the collective need to know? Yeah, it's time to rebrand yourself. First house here. There is some rebranding that is happening. So a lot of you are going through some type of rebirth energy right now where you're wanting to change some aspect about yourself. You're wanting to change how you present yourself to the world. You're wanting to change how you think. You could be in this energy of some of you could be in this energy of wanting to go on a diet, lose some weight. A lot of you are wanting to change, be more, I don't know why I heard sophisticated. So some of you are in this energy where you're wanting to show your maturity. You want to dress dress to impress. And I get the dress to impress more of like, you feel like you deserve to be on this type of status. So you're embodying that energy, which is actually helping you attract is what a lot of you don't realize here. And it's all because a lot of you have been addressing your fears around stability and money. So a lot of you guys could be in this energy where money could be up and down for you, and you're having to face the fears when it comes to Neptune energy. You're having to face your fears around your lack mindset. You're having to really address, where did it come from? Who did I see this from? What is this teaching me? And you're starting to see, okay, when money starts looking funny, how do I respond and act to it? Do I let it deteriorate my health? Or do I let it motivate me and trust the process? What else? 1 year from now. So yeah, there is some type of rebirth that's happening. This could be past energy. This could be something that you started this energy with a year ago, and you're now starting to see the rewards of it from now. Others of you, this could be in a process where it's going to take over a year. But something about 1 year from now is going to be very important, where you're going to start realizing, I feel like people are going to realize you're different, but I also feel like you're going to see the changes that you have made. And a lot of you, I don't know why, for some of you I've heard, you are not the same person you used to be a year from now. Okay, the person you used to be a year ago, you're not that same person. So you need to give yourself more credit for that. You had to go through the lessons you had to learn through to rebrand yourself, to change who you are. I did take that out. So it says, time to learn or be better with your money management skills, plan for generational wealth, and plan that vacation. So some of y'all might be getting ready to go on a vacation. And I do feel like a lot of you are in this energy where it's like all this work you've been putting into for this last year, you're starting to see that you're starting to see the rewards for that. And so the Spirit is saying, you know, plan for that vacation, because you're going to be going on, a lot of you are going to be going on vacation, or you're going to have a time where you're going to be able to recharge yourself. And it's all because a lot of you have been purging. Okay, so what I'm getting, this is not, like, for some of you, this might be future energy, the energy you're going to be stepping into, but others of you, this is energy you're coming out of, okay? A year from now, this one last year, you have rebranded yourself. You have changed a lot about yourself. You have changed the way you eat, your diet, the way you take care of your body, your mental state, your emotional state, especially for those who struggle to be emotionally available or to understand their emotions or how to express them. You're starting to see your old ways of thinking, beliefs how they were affecting your stability and your money, and you changed that part of you because you stepped out of denial. This is denial. What are you refusing to see? A lot of you are in this energy where you finally faced your reality. You started to see things for what they really are, of like, damn, I put myself here. Damn, I should have did this differently. Okay, I can't go back and change that, but how can I be better? And 444. Spirit saying it's time to enjoy your hard work. Financial stability and success is for you. So a lot of you, like I said, you're going to be getting rewarded because you have took the time this past year to really understand and change yourself to be a better person. And collection debt is in reverse karmic cycle. You guys have ended a karmic cycle, okay? But one thing you guys are struggling with, I'm hearing, is denial. You are not being honest about your environment or your reality. So there is something, there could be people you're still connected to that you're still giving to that you shouldn't be giving to, or there's certain people around you that you should be having around you that you're not making room and space for, or learning how to work with others. There is still something that is blocking you guys, that you're still in the process of learning when it comes to the people around you. So this could be understanding why people at work try to compete with you, or understanding why your boss be hard on you, or understanding why your family always comes to you for the need. There is some type of blockage when it comes to a mother wound or a father wound. For a lot of you, this is a father wound. You probably saw your father take care of everybody but didn't take care of themselves. And a lot of you, that might be your lesson. Others of you, this could be a mother wound where your mother was so emotionally unavailable that you have that same problem when it comes to yours. So a lot of you pay attention to that. There is some type of karmic cycle, collection debt, karmic cycle that's coming to an end, but there's something around your environment that is blocking it. So this could be the people you still associate with. This could be people you're still giving to. Some of you, I also heard for some of you, this could be a baby mama or baby dad that has been doing things to try to block you when it comes to financially, or have you in some type of setback or rut because they're in that energy. So it's like they feel better when you are at the same level as them. So a lot of you are being tested on how you handle that situation. Do you speak up for yourself? Do you set boundaries? Or do you give into temptation and meet them where they're at? So there's a lot of tests that are still happening for a lot of you where you're learning a lot about yourself. But this is tests to make you better. All right, Spirit. What else for the collective? Okay. Yeah, there's some good news coming in, an offer coming in. That's going to lead to a new beginning, okay? A lot of you are in this energy where you're ready to take a risk, okay? But it's all due to the fact a lot of you got your heart broken in the Three of Swords. And it's all due because a lot of you were staying comfortable. A lot of you gave up easily on things that were challenging you. Yeah, a lot of you had to go through some type of awakening when it comes to healing your past pain. You're realizing the things that you allowed or the things that you tolerated was a detriment to your own self, because you were, like I said, for a lot of you, were comfortable. And you were living in this illusion where a lot of you probably didn't realize the people that you had close to were actually your enemies. And I hate to say that, a lot of us, those the Odessies, the black sheep, have a lot of enemies. Their own family and friends be their own worst enemies and try to keep the good place because they see your value and your worth more than you do. And they like that when you don't see that. And now that you guys have woken up out of this illusion and have seen that, Spirit is basically saying, it's time to release that escapism mindset that a lot of you are having and let go. It's time to move on from the past. It's time to move on from the guilt, the shame, the heartbreak that you have been through. And I feel like a lot of you don't realize the wheel is turning in your favor, but you're having a hard time releasing emotionally. Like you won't let the past go. And it's like you're holding on to it. It's like it gives you some type of like wounded warrior, like, I deserve to have better. I deserve to be, I deserve this. You know what I mean? So a lot of you are keeping yourself stuck and stagnant because you're not releasing mentally or emotionally. And this has to do with a blocked feminine energy where you emotionally struggle to acknowledge the fact that you are human, that you make mistakes, that our people are human and make mistakes. People are never going to meet the same standard that, you place on them. But I feel like for a lot of you, Spirit is basically saying it's time to move on for that. Because a lot of you are missing out on opportunities. And I feel like the reason why a lot of you have a hard time letting this go, because a lot of you realize by staying in the stuff that you were staying in, by staying stagnant, by playing small, you missed out on certain opportunities that were given to you that God was trying to get you out of this situation. And you realize
that you realize you were kind of being the detriment to your own, you know, demise with the Eight of Cups in reverse. And it's like emotionally you have a hard time letting that go. And you feel like a lot of you with the Four of Pentacles and Eight of Cups, it's telling me you kind of wear it as like a shield of a way to protect yourself, when Spirit is trying to show you that is not how you heal. And I feel like for a lot of you, this is helping you realize that this is you're having to close a cycle. And I do feel like this is helping you grow maturely wise. With the Page of Cups here, is like you guys are still learning about yourself emotionally. But I do feel like there's some type of proposal or offer coming into you. Because a lot of you had to figure out where home was with the Four of Wands here. And there's some type of communication coming through, or I don't even feel like this communication, these are blockages being removed for you guys to have this freedom and new beginning. Because like I said, this is something that took time. This is something that took a year's time to get to where you're at, to either to come in and offer somebody some type of proposal for y'all to move in and live together, or this is some type of energy where there is some good news coming towards you where you're going to get your freedom and you can move on with your life and start new. And this Page of Cups is all about emotional like fulfillment, but it's not the full emotional fulfillment, but it's a stepping stone to the right direction. There's some type of proposal coming through. What's the Three of Swords here? Yeah. Some of you guys are the King of Pentacles, okay? You're showing up as the King of Pentacles, or you could be dealing with the King of Pentacles. But when I'm getting with this King of Pentacles energy was where a lot of you were really focusing on the material aspects of the world and trying not to deal with the pain and heartache. And it caused you, the divine caused you to sit down, okay, with the Hermit card. It caused you to self-reflect. It caused you to sit with yourself. It caused you to face the man or woman in the mirror, okay? You can have all these nice material things, but you're still dead inside. You're still hurt. You still feel lonely. You're still depressed. You're still crying behind closed doors because you didn't want to acknowledge the fact that you are hurting. You didn't want to be open and vulnerable to say the fact of like, damn, I am in pain. So there is a King of Pentacles. Some of you, this might not be, for a lot of you, I don't even feel like this is the energy, this is your energy, this is somebody connected to you who is reflecting on how they use their material aspects of, I got to be career focused, I got to get my finance together, to deteriorate from the fact that they have to heal. They didn't want to address the pain within. And a lot of you don't realize that this person actually, and it's crazy, this person didn't want to face the fact of like, that you were their wish fulfillment and that you're the connection they always wanted and dreamed of. A lot of you, there's a lot of love here, okay, with the Nine of Cups here. And I feel like for a lot of you too, this person didn't want to admit that they love you more. They feel like they love you more than you love them, but they didn't want to admit that this relationship that they had with you was actually the relationship of their dreams. What else for the Three of Swords and King of Pentacles? So it caused this person to sit down and reflect because they realize they have to sacrifice some certain parts of themselves to be better people. Three of Swords here. Yeah, Ace of Cups. This person didn't want to own the fact that they are in love, and the Lovers here. That they felt the soul connection too. That was the problem. This person didn't want to meet. Not only were they emotionally in love, that they were actually a soul connection here. They didn't want to admit that, and they didn't. And I feel like a lot of you too. The reason why this King of Pentacles is on the Three of Swords, this person hates the fact that they caused you pain, and it's all due because this person didn't know how to love. Okay, they could have been juggling between you and another person with the Lovers here and the Six of Pentacles. They took impulsive action. Like this person was one of those type of people of like, they didn't get their way with you, they would go to the person who was easier because they could get whatever they want. And they've been reflecting on that. But I also get this energy too. That's something they've been reflecting on. I get this energy where this person realized you're their divine counterpart. They want to get into the situation. They're going to take some impulsive action because they have finally came out of this healing area where they have reflected on their ways. And now they want to come in and work on a relationship. But I do feel like they have to admit some things they have done in the past with the Ten of Swords. Okay, some of you, and the High Priestess here, a lot of you just are picking this up. A lot of you, this person has been going through it ever since you left them. Okay, this person has been getting backstabbed, betrayed. Some secrets have been coming out to them. A lot of you don't, I feel like this person has realized A lot of you, I feel like this person has realized you actually probably might be moving on for them for good with the Six of Swords. You're leaving them behind, and I feel like that's the biggest fear for them. What else for the Ace of Cups and King of Pentacles? Yeah, Ten of Wands. They are burdened by how much they love you, and that's what breaks their heart. Is they're burdened by how much they love you, and they want to come in and offer you something with the Nine of Pentacles. One thing about the Nine of Pentacles, yes, it does move slowly, but once this person commits, they commit. And I feel like a lot of you don't realize this person actually has committed to you more than you have, they would admit to you, and they have let down a lot of their fears. And some of you might have this person blocked. I'm not gonna lie, some of you guys have to have this person blocked, and I feel like this person just found out that you probably blocked them with the Seven of Wands and Seven of Swords. And I feel like a lot of you could have blocked them due to their, I almost said trifling ways. So that's how some of y'all feeling. Y'all could feel like this person was very trifling. And they were deceptive, they were lying. And I feel like a lot of this has been made clear to you. And I feel like a lot of you, this person actually has had a reality check. They could have been talking to somebody, a King of Swords, and an advisor, a lawyer, someone who is well knowledgeable, telling them of how their ways had to change if they want to have some type of relationship with you. What's being proposed? Take cups here. But they're coming in for some new beginning. Yeah, the Nine of Wands here. They've been through some trials and tribulations, okay? They're not giving up on this connection. They're going to come in with some type of offer. They have been stalking. They have been spying on you. They are coming in with some type of communication. It's going to be direct communication. They're going to tell you exactly what they want with you with the Lovers here and how they feel about you is what I'm getting. But this person's not giving up. I do feel like this person knows that you're very guarded and that you are tired. But they're going to come in and show you that they are a different person. Yeah, with the Queen of Wands and the Moon. Yeah, a lot of you don't realize this person knows you might be tired going through this relationship with them, but they pray that you don't give up on them. A lot of you with the Moon card here, you can be intuitively picking this up, okay? But this is something that's being hidden. What's being hidden for a lot of you, there's a long-term commitment coming in, and a lot of you don't see this coming. And I get this also too. Emotionally, y'all's feelings haven't died for this person either. With the Moon here and the Queen of Wands here, yes, you're confident, you are in abundant mode, but a lot of you still have hard feelings for this person too. You still love this person, but you have a lot of fears when it comes to this person. Yeah, because you feel like you don't want. A lot of you fear repeating a cycle with this person. With the Hangman here, a lot of you done lost a lot of patience with this person because it came out sideways, but a lot of you fear of repeating a cycle. Your souls have history. That's confirmation for this reading. But it's telling me a lot of you are in this Hangman energy where you are healing, you are reflecting, you're understanding that separation is for a purpose. But, and it's funny I said you are healing. A lot of you are stepping into the spotlight, but a lot of you know there's other people in this person's energy who is cloaking themselves to stalk you and be in your energy. You could have a bitter ex in your energy. You could have a Queen of Pentacles, a sister, and then a mother figure in your energy trying to see what you got going on because they know this is King of Pentacles is trying to come your way. They want to come heal this connection. Yeah, so they're doing whatever they can to sabotage this relationship with the Five of Swords here. They're telling this person nasty things. They're projecting a lot of negative energy or envious energy or playing mind games with this person to keep them stuck and confused, but also it's causing y'all confusion. The energy that they're projecting onto you is the energy they have on themselves. So it's like Spirit is trying to show you your hidden enemies, but also showing you how people are trying to keep you confused on what you should do with this connection, which causes you to be hesitant. Yeah, and a lot of you, the King of Swords in reverse. A lot of you, this person is very emotionally unstable right now. Because they have to face a lot of truth when it comes to their emotions, how they feel inside. When it comes to the Lovers. King of Swords in reverse. And I feel like this full moon in Scorpio has exposed it. Yeah, this full moon in Scorpio has exposed this to this person with the Page of Wands here. Because they want to communicate. They want to come in and communicate. This person is tired of waiting on you to communicate with them. So they're about to take a leap of faith. And a lot of you, this person wants to offer you something, okay? They want to make some type of promise with the Page of Pentacles here. There's a lot of pages here, so just don't expect this person to be fully mature. This person is still learning. So a lot of you got to show this person grace is what I'm getting. What are they trying to communicate about? Yeah, they want to communicate about them giving to you with the Six of Pentacles and the Lovers. giving to this connection. They want to try again. We're hearing the song Try Again by Tiana Taylor with the High Priestess here. They want to build something. They want to build something long-term with you because they had to get their finances together. And they want to invest in you. A lot of you don't realize this person sees you very independent, and they realize they should have invested in you a long time ago. What's the Eight of Wands here? Yeah, Hierophant. A lot of you don't realize a commitment is coming. Okay? A commitment is coming. There is some type of commitment that's coming, and this person is holding back to come back and do things the right way. They haven't walked away. They haven't let go of this connection because they want to come in and do things the right way. Yeah. Look at that. Do things the right way. They're coming from a page to a knight. So, and the knight is leading to a commitment. They're coming in with some type of proposal, and the divine is at play when it comes to this because they see you as a wish fulfillment. They want you, and this is a wish fulfillment for a lot of you, this connection, this relationship. And now look at them matching you with the King of Wands here. This is your equal. This is your counterpart. You got the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands here. This is your guys' counterpart. This is somebody who, y'all will be a power couple. Y'all will also be a popular couple. This is why you got a lot of people watching y'all. But y'all, it's all due to the fact that you both had to heal yourself when it comes to your solar plexus and your confidence. A lot of sacral and solar plexus energy had to be healed. A lot of you had to address the emotional blockages within you, but a lot of you also had to learn to gain confidence. You had to understand your value. You had to understand your worth. And for a lot of you, I feel like the feminine, this was more you healing your insecurities, understanding your power. For the masculine, I feel like this was the person that had to really address their emotions. They had to really understand how their emotions play a big part in how they take action, and how they carry themselves. Because a lot of you, this person could have came off somebody who was very confident and could be arrogant sometimes, very charming, but deep down inside, this person was still very insecure and very lack self-love. But because they have been healing their heart, they're starting to see the power in being emotionally available, being secure within themselves, understanding themselves and their emotions. What's the Fool here? Which is leading to a new beginning. Yeah, the wheel is turning in y'all's favor, and this relationship is going to be very non-conventional. So it's not going to be the traditional type of relationship. A lot of you, this is due to the fact of how you guys came together, but it's still going to lead to some type of happy relationship. It's just not going to happen. The way y'all come together is not going to happen the way a normal, how society's relationship is. You're not going to get married and have the baby. Some of y'all might have the baby, then get married. Some of y'all might move in, then get married. You know what I mean? Or start a business and then live together. It's stuff like that. There's some way of y'all combining y'all's lives is going to be non-conventional. But there's a lot of fear here that's happening. A lot of people are manifesting this fear to get y'all both to self-sabotage. It's getting y'all both to fear this relationship. But Spirit is saying both of you guys need to continue to pray. I get this energy. Both of y'all need to continue to protect yourselves in y'all energy, but also both y'all need to pay attention to who is genuinely in your corner when it comes to this connection. Two of Cups here. What's the non-conventional about this relationship? Yeah, working on it. You both have to put in the work when it comes to this relationship. That's what's non-conventional, is that somebody's been working really hard they want to provide for you. This is what I mean. There's somebody in your energy who wants to be that provider. They want to take care of you. And I feel like they feel like you deserve to be taken care of. They want to have you at home, doing what you love doing, while they work hard to bring the plate here. But a lot of you are very defensive against this. A lot of you are still standing your ground and setting boundaries. And I feel like that was the lesson that you both had to learn. Whoever is separated from this person had to set boundaries to teach that person to set boundaries. So, what's the hard work? What's work being put in? Yeah, the Emperor. This Emperor had to face that laxity mindset, but this Emperor had to heal an abandonment wound. This Emperor felt like they did not have enough to provide to give you the full 10 of Cups. And I do feel like this Emperor is going to tell you that with the Page of Swords here, is that with them lacking material-wise was really the detriment, the blockage to y'all having a healthy relationship. And I feel like this is what this person is realizing, is that there's more to love than just what they can provide. It's also, can they provide protection? Can they provide that emotional support? Can they provide that spiritual alignment? And this is what this masculine energy had to really work through within themselves. It's been a battle for over a year for them. And I feel like for a lot of you, this person had to start over. This person could have gone through a major loss. which triggered an abandonment wound from their childhood that they've been suppressing and not really addressing, and made them realize some things about themselves, but also the people around them. How basically when they're in a time of need, a lot of people don't show up for them, but they also had to find that security within themselves. They couldn't go look for it in other people and think people are going to come save them. And this is a message that they needed to hear, okay? And I feel like a lot of you probably have told this person that too. What's the Five of Pentacles? And a lot of you, this person misses you. This person misses you. Oh, yeah. The reason why all this is happening is because they have a bitter ex, the Queen of Swords, who is trying to block them from healing. And the truth about that has come out. This Queen of Swords has been trying to block them from healing or moving on. This Queen of Swords has been affecting their finances, preying on their downfalls, what I'm getting, and the truth has came out about this. With the star in the Seven of Swords in reverse. This Queen of Swords has been trying to stop this masculine, this divine masculine energy from moving on, because I feel like this Queen of Swords has realized they have hooked up. So I'm gonna see what truth done came out. Yeah, and the Eight of Swords here this Queen of Swords has been trying to keep this masculine trapped because of finances. A lot of you don't realize this Queen of Swords has been doing whatever they can to slow this masculine down, because they feel like they deserve the investment due to the time they probably put in. This could be could be a baby mama, baby father, or this could also be somebody they had a long-term connection with, where this masculine was the provider and gave to this feminine energy a lot, investing a lot of money, time, and energy into them, help this person get independent, and they want what the masculine has with the Ace of Pentacles here and the High Priestess. I'm telling the truth, okay? Yeah, so this masculine's learning how to save their money, but also they're learning how to set boundaries. Yeah. What's the truth that came out? Seven of Swords in reverse. Truth that came out. Yeah. Somebody's moving forward. That's the truth that came out, is that somebody is trying to move forward and trying to offer something to somebody new with the Page of Pentacles here, and trying to take action towards it impulsively. I don't even feel like it's impulsively. I do feel like somebody's taking quick, swift action and having the confidence to do it, and move on with their life. But somebody is this Queen of Swords is trying to block that. They don't want that to happen. They don't want to see this masculine happy. That's what it is. This Queen of Swords is bitter and mad and depressed with life, and they're trying to put on a strong front that they're okay, they're happy for them, when they don't want that masculine to find any happiness. They don't want that masculine to succeed. They don't want nothing. But this is also a feminine wound in this masculine. They could have had a mother figure or women in their lives who abandoned them, or, took a lot of things out on them because, a lot of people favored them or whatever. But it stems from a mommy wound. This is why this masculine is going through this energy. And I feel like the only reason why y'all need to know about this is because this masculine has been in your energy watching you, and this karmic ex has been in your energy also, trying to see, is this masculine coming towards you, or trying to see what this masculine got going on. So don't be surprised. Some of you could also be readers, and you could have been picking this up in your own readings and energy, and this person knows you got a platform and they're watching your platform and they're trying to get messages off of that. What about this Queen of Swords, Spirit? Yeah, this Queen of Swords is going through a tower moment, baby. Everything this person has trying to do to stop this masculine from moving forward, or trying to do to you, is backfiring. It's backfiring on them, because they're realizing the Three of Pentacles, they could have had other people helping them out. It's causing them to get betrayed and backstabbed. They're the cause of their own demise, because their life is falling apart with the Two of Pentacles. They're having a hard time juggling their responsibilities and also trying to figure out what this masculine got going on. So it's also because this Queen of Swords is very much in their head. They're stuck. This person is refusing. This person has not been healing. They can act like they've been healing. They can put on this whole front that they're moving on. They're happy with their life. But this person is stuck. This person is constantly wasting their time being on social media, stalking, trying to figure out what's going on, instead of facing the person in the mirror and addressing their wounds. Or I even get this Judgment Day. This person's about to go through Judgment Day. Yeah, because they're confused, because the masculine's moving on and healed with the Ten of Swords here. So they're very confused of like, how's everybody else happy and moving on with their life, and I'm over here going through hell. Yeah, so And it's all because this person's going through a tower moment because they're wondering why you are still in your power with the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. They're wondering, how are you secure? How are you stable still? How are you still abundant? How are you still in this nurturing energy, still giving and still loving? And they're spying on you, trying to figure out how have you healed from the fact that they, tried to destiny swap you, or how they tried to be like you, or how they try to make you seem like you're the bad person when the whole time they done block their own blessings by missing out on opportunities because they still holding on a grudge, is what I'm getting a lot of you. They're holding on to a grudge because they feel like you're getting your wish fulfillment. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, because you've healed. Because you've been healing. And a lot of you been healing, mind your business, being in hermit mode, staying to yourself. So that's what I got for y'all. Bye.